Fatality looking all types of serious right now. Dude, how are you feeling right now? Like, what's your first thing that comes to mind after that set?
I'm really tired. I think what little energy I had left is just...
It's just gone now? Well, I mean, so what did you think about that going into that Game 5 situation on the second set? What did you think that you had to do in order to be able to close out that set and win this tournament?
I almost don't even want to say because a lot of it would... Then he could adapt to a lot of what I'm doing for next set. It was more of just noticing certain zones of space and acting off of that, because normally he would rotate various options when he's this distance from me, when he's this distance from me, when he's this distance from me.
And you just kind of cycle through those.
And I mostly just figured out what those were going to be, and once I figured out that he's not going to do one option in those zones twice in a row, I just had to consider, okay, what are all the other possible options he's going to do in that zone? And then I was just choosing ones that were, on paper, going to beat most of them, if not all of them, which is how I took over at the end.
That was really solid play, man. You showed him that you had the burst momentum. You just had everything going for you that game. I mean, that was scary, though. It could have went either way. So let's talk a little bit about coming off of your victory for your placement at Civil War. How has that motivated you to move forward, coming back to Georgia, and for more tournaments in the future?
I mean, other than just generally improving, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Especially right now, I've been really, really busy and had a hard time really having any free time to focus on anything.
Right.
Literally anything. I've been just absurdly busy.
Mostly school?
Like that, there's
It's a lot of life stuff.
A lot of Smash stuff just suddenly popped up. As soon as I got second at Civil War, a whole bunch of stuff just exploded.
I bet.
And then there's other stuff going on in addition to that, and then I have stuff at home too.
Right.
That's a lot.
You just got a lot on your plate. So, but it's good to see you coming out here, making a great showing, getting upset in winner's bracket, but making a ridiculous run back to loser's bracket, resetting Hyper. I mean, he didn't make it look easy for you at all. So.
No, I feel like he's one of those people that he's really close to being a top player, but I feel like he's a little incomplete right now. But once he figures out those matchups that he's been having some trouble with, like Diddy, for instance, I could see him doing like really, really well out of state. Like,
yeah, I mean,
realistically beating a ton of really good people. He has the skill. He just needs like just a tiny bit more work on like a few matchups. Not the Falcon matchup. He's really good at that one.
I mean, he practiced with Assault 1.
Like his raw skill and talent is there. He's so close to just doing really amazing things, and I can't wait to see that when it happens.
Very true. Well,
I can see him like maybe even like getting top 16 at EVO or something like that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's been showing up. He's been proving what he wants. He's had a goal in mind. He wants to prove to the world that Roy is top 20. So, I mean, he's making waves and taking names.
He's got the ability, and
maybe he can.
I believe in him.
All right. Well, anything you want to say before I sign off?
Nothing really comes to mind.
Any shout-outs?
Not really. A lot of times I keep if I'm comfortable or relatively comfortable against any given player, I usually save most of my best adaptation and like all the really deep stuff for Game 5.
Right. I could tell. That Game 5, you turned it up. So thank you again, Fatality. Congratulations on your win. Hope to see you again at GB.
Oh, I'll definitely be there.
All right. Awesome. We'll see you then. Thank you.